Well, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streep's Coaching and Tarot, and I'm going to use the Somnia, the original version. They're a little harder to shuffle, but going back to an old favorite. This used to be my absolute favorite deck. I like the different ones. So, like the Runic Tarot. When I read the booklet on that, I learn a little bit about um, the Viking time, Thor, and all of that. And then the Enchanted, I just think the Atlantis ones are just beautiful cards. I still like too the Somnia Tarot, which I have sitting here because I feel like it's, I don't know, I've always liked that one as well. But this one is, I started using this and I felt like it turned my readings around. And if you looked up Somnia Tarot online, the guy that created these is a photographer, and of course they're actual pictures. Um, and he has night terrors, uh, and these are all about that. So it's really interesting. It's an interesting story, and anyway, so let's get started. I like his story about why he created these, and there's one book that explains those too. Okay, so let's get started here. Enough of my ranting. Okay, current situation, please. Temperance. Present influence is the Knight of Pentacles. Future influence, Three of Wands. What we don't see, Five of Coins. What to look for, King of Coins. Unexpected, Seven of Swords. Challenge is the Queen of Coins. Strength, Star. And where does this lead? Four of Wands. Advice is the Chariot. So Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, and especially with the Three of Wands being in as a future influence, I do feel like this is a plan. I don't feel like it's necessarily, I mean, it could be leaving something behind, but I feel like it's more of you have a goal, and I feel like this is about the goal. Um, and the swords, he leaves them, right? So in the other tarot decks, the swords are in the boat as, bringing things with you, but as well, you can interpret this as, leaving the negative stuff behind. We always want to take our lessons with us, but we can leave that negative stuff in the past. And I do feel like that this is, the temperance is the current situation, and I feel like this is like the goal. I feel like you're trying to find the balance emotionally. Um, and it's a little bit more than that, because I do feel the temperance is definitely about alchemy and I talk about this a lot, and I do feel like you're trying to create something here. There's something that you're trying to create. And I feel like with that in the but also with that, I mean, I still get the overall feeling of balance here. And I think anytime we have goals set and we're trying something new, I mean, I just explained it. I'm like off kilter a little bit, but um, there's like trying to figure out how to kind of balance everything out. So the present influence is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is all about the patience. Things are moving slowly, but they're moving ahead. The important thing with the Knight of Pentacles is that you know that there's movement. Knights are moving, always. This one's slow, but they do it with intent. So as they're moving forward, whatever they're moving forward with or to, there's intention along the way. And that's why the patience has to be there, because it's not just whimsical or it's okay, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do, and that's what's triggering you right now. It's between the temperance and this. It's just, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, this is where I want to be. And it's just taking a little bit of time. I do like the fact that the Three of Wands is in the future. So I feel like here in the next few days, if this resonates, you're going to feel like, okay, I'm starting to see you know, the outcome of my efforts. And I feel like this is important, because sometimes when things move so slow and we don't see any outcomes, it gets discouraging, even though we're working very hard and we're not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like this is your light, and I don't feel like this is the ending, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the threes are many completions, many though. Let's keep that in mind. So it's the, here's your progress. Here's what you've done. Here's what you're doing. Keep moving forward. I like that energy actually a lot. Five of Pentacles is in what you don't see. And I feel like what this is, more importantly than anything, is part of you wants to stop. Like there's this underlying defeat that you're feeling, and you don't necessarily see it, but it's getting in your way to some degree. It is. I don't think it's horrible, but I feel like there is this feeling of, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get there. I don't, and I get that feeling because he's in a freaking barrel, and his head's on the ground. It's like giving up almost. But I don't feel like you're gonna give up. I feel like it's because it's an unseen energy. It's back there, in your mind, like it's almost a worry that maybe you can't do it, or that you want to give up, or I don't feel like it's that as much as it's a worry that, can I do this? And I think too, to some degree, it's about help. You may need help along the way with this, and that doesn't mean like someone doing anything for you. I think it could be as much as it is, the pats on the back, that kind of energy. And the King of Pentacles is what to watch for, and I think that's exactly what you need to watch for. Is there is someone that's out there that to help you, and you just need to look for that and trust that. And I think more importantly, the word is trust, because sometimes we know, like someone will say, "Oh, I'll help you. I'm here for you. I got your back." But some people say that very lightly, and they don't necessarily 100% mean it. Or when they say it, they don't know what they're getting themselves into, because maybe it's a little bit harder than just being there, right? And I think with this is, it's there. This is there. The king is that person, male or female, it doesn't matter. I think it is someone, though, that you probably look up to some degree or another, and they do have your back, as much as they can, right? I mean, we have to do us, and then, people just encourage us and help us along the way. It could be money too. Like if you're doing something that is going to take finances, this could be that help as well. Because that king of coins or pentacles does stand for that. He does stand for money and security. And it could be someone that's available to help you along the way. So just kind of think about that a little bit too. So the Seven of Swords is what is unexpected. I feel like this is you coming out of it, coming out of that Five of Pentacles feeling. I look at the Seven of Swords a lot as taking back what's yours. And in this deck particularly, because he's walking up this hill and it's hard. And when we take back what's ours, that's not always easy, because we're trying to, create, and it's not easy. So I feel like that is going to come in. I think there's going to be, this is like the aha moment that you realize that the work you're putting in is working, is moving forward. Um, Whatever this is, again, this could be all kinds of things. So keep it very open with how you look at this. So the Queen of Pentacles is in the challenge. I feel like that's that King of Pentacles energy. This person to watch for, I don't think it's a challenge as far as someone you have to get over. I think it's a challenge of this person is there to help you and you don't see it or don't ask for it. And that's where the challenge is. There is the Five of Pentacles, and what you don't see is keying me to that you need a little bit of help. And again, I think it's only for positive feedback or encouragement, because the Knight of Pentacles keeps reminding me that the only reason why you may not feel like it's working is because it's just taking a while. The patience, you haven't seen the benefits of the work you've put in. The star though is your strength. So knowing that you have the star guiding you, and I think what I feel here, this strength really is that you have your sights set on something real, something that can be accomplished. Um, you know, it's hard, but it's not out of the realm. Like sometimes we'll put give our. I'm sorry about that. I hit the microphone. Um, Sometimes we try things that, or we have a goal that's not necessarily impossible, but impossible in a short amount of time. This is saying that that's not the case. This is something you definitely can do. With the star there, it leads you to guidance and hope and all of those wonderful things that you have. I like that energy as far as looking into yourself and knowing to have faith as well. To me, the star is a very spiritual card, more so than the Hierophant to me. This is my interpretation. I feel like the star is can be spiritual guidance, because the stars guide us. And if you're looking at more spiritual, to me, the Hierophant is more spirituality in a, I want to use the word church, in a setting where there's rules and regulations and all of that, where I feel like the star is more the open spirituality of trusting your spirit guides and your angels and all of those wonderful things. So like that. And then we have the Four of Wands, where this leads. So there, I feel like there is a coming together here. So this Four of Wands, for some people, it is going to be a relationship kind of coming to togetherness. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to start serious or anything, but I feel like there's a coming together, a celebration together, a celebration with anybody. But this is a celebration, whatever you're trying to do, there comes a celebration here, not too far in the future. Week or so, like you're gonna feel all of these things kind of come together, and this energy of celebrating that is really good. And I think that's where that king is coming in as well. That feels to me like you'll be able to be at a point soon where you're celebrating all of this work you've been putting in. It doesn't mean the work is over, and I don't feel like the work is over specifically because of that Three of Wands. It's a point. It's a goal that's reaching. You're going to see the benefits, but I think there's still a lot more of work to do. I feel like this is something that's going to be important, and for some of you, this is something that's really important. Chariot is your advice, and with this card, I feel like it is wanting us to look at all. Okay, so I know this is not the Chariot, so those of you who know tarot, whatever, I read intuitively. And I feel like the message here is about, look, there's the red, the white, and the black, okay? So I feel like it's reminding us to look at everything. Like, don't focus on one area. Now, absolutely move forward, keep trudging along, keep going for it. See the victory, all of those things wonderful with the chariot. But I feel like the additional message here is to make sure that you're covering all of the areas and whatever it is you're doing. So if it's work that you've talked about all of the areas, is it going to make you happy? Does it give you enough money? Is there room for advancement? Those, does it hit all of your points? Yeah, I know. This is the way I see it. And for some of you, you may be going, Karen, you're going nuts here, but I do. Um, I think there will be whatever you're working on, right? I don't feel like it's ending, but you want to make sure that you're hitting all your areas that are important to you. And that the job thing was just an example. If it's like me trying to do the losing weight thing, is am I hitting everything I want to hit? Am I getting more energy? Am I getting stronger? Am I getting, losing weight? Which losing weight is actually the lowest on the goals for me. It's more about being fit, being energetic, having more energy, being more healthy, you know, feeling better overall, because I want to have more energy again. And that would be for me. But does it hit all your points? Are you doing all of the things? And this advice is perfect, especially if you're feeling stuck in any way, because this gives you the, what do I need to do now? What's the next step? What can I work on next? And so there you have it. An interesting reading, even for me, right? So yeah, I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate all of the things. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.